You didn't burn out because you worked too hard. You burned out because you never learned how to stop. Kenji had been a student of the blade for 11 years. His master often said that Kenji trained harder than anyone he had ever taught. Kenji arrived before dawn. He stayed past dark. He trained through illness, through cold, through the kind of exhaustion that settles into the bones and does not leave. He believed this was the way. That was the problem. One morning, his master watched him run through a form for the third time in a row. Each repetition was weaker than the last. When Kenji finished, his hands were shaking. His master said nothing for a long time. Then, "You are pouring from an empty vessel." Kenji didn't understand. He had more to give. A week later, during a sparring session, Kenji made an error he had not made in years. A basic error, the kind a new student makes. His opponent was younger, slower, and Kenji lost. That night, sitting alone, he finally noticed what he had been too busy to see. He felt nothing. Not exhaustion, not frustration, not even disappointment. Nothing. He had poured so steadily, for so long, that he had emptied out everything that made the work matter. His master sent him to sit by the river for 3 days. No training, no practice, no movement, only stillness. Kenji agreed because he had no argument left. The first morning, the silence descended, and it was not peaceful. Every unfinished thing rushed in. Every mistake, every form not perfected, every goal still waiting. He sat with his eyes open and his mind screaming. The stillness felt worse than exhaustion. At least exhaustion was familiar. This was something else. He lasted 4 hours before he returned to his master. "I cannot do it," he said. "The emptiness is worse." His master looked at him without surprise. "You are trying to empty yourself of the things that hurt." He paused. That is not Mu. The character for emptiness, for nothingness, for the void between things. In Japanese philosophy, Mu is not the absence of something. It is the space that makes everything else possible. One syllable, a sound that requires you to let air go. "You are trying to use stillness as escape," his master said. "Mu is not escape. It is presence, without resistance." Kenji returned to the river. This time, when the thoughts arrived, he did not try to stop them. He watched the current instead. The water did not fight the stone. It moved around it. Through the gaps, without force. When a thought came, he let it come. He did not follow it. He did not push it away. He simply sat. By the second morning, something had shifted. Not peace, not yet, but space. A small opening, like light through a gap between stones. By the third day, he noticed he was breathing differently, slower, deeper, as if something that had been braced for a long time had finally been allowed to release. He returned to training the following week. His master watched him run the same form. He did not look like a student trying harder. He looked like a man who had somewhere to come from. His master said, "Now you are pouring from a full vessel." That is what Mu actually restores. Not your energy, not your focus. The part of you that knew why you started. Burnout is not the result of too much effort. It is effort without emptiness. Without the space that lets you become full again before you pour again. You are not weak for needing to stop. The stopping is part of the practice. 3 things you can do today. 1. Sit for 5 minutes. Not to relax, not to clear your mind, but to observe. Watch what arrives in the silence without trying to change it. 2. Find one place in your day where you have been pushing through emptiness. Name it. That is where Mu needs to enter. 3. Before you sleep tonight, set down one task you are carrying into tomorrow. Not abandoned. Set down. There is a difference. What is it in your life that you keep returning to, even when it is already empty? Drop it in the comments. Thank you for being here. The river kept moving. Not because anything had changed, because Kenji had finally stopped fighting it.